I've shown you the highlights, the wins, the moves, the momentum, but the full story, the raw process, I've kept that part to myself, and I'm not anymore. It is a rainy day, but it is a good day. We are on the way to Bulls and Bagels. Lawson, say what's up.
Actually here. What's up?
Actually, we just got here. But today's gonna be a freaking cool day. We're gonna go meet some cool people. We're gonna go get some B-roll for the vlog, and then just envision ourselves like owning some of these freaking cars, because one day we're going to, and if you wanna manifest them, you gotta like envision them, you gotta feel yourself in that situation. So that's what we're gonna do. And we've got an action-packed day. I told you guys I was gonna start documenting my life a lot more authentically rather than just pulling the camera out. I'm gonna actually start to like document and just bring the camera with me everywhere I go. So that is what we're doing now. So we'll see you guys when we get out there. All right, we're here. Dude, this is freaking crazy. There are so many cool cars, and it is inspiring. It really just goes to show that I do not get out of the house enough. I'm literally cooped up in my office all the time grinding, and that's not why we do this. Literally, we're meant to have fun. We're meant to go out. We're meant to meet cool people. And seeing these cars, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have one of these things one day, and I need to be placing myself in the environment of these things, these cars, these people, this lifestyle. I need to just start to embrace it before I get there, because very, very soon, this is gonna be my reality. Yo, this is fucking cool. I came out here, this dude with this orange McLaren, he was like, bro, are you Blake? And I was like, yeah, how do you know that? And he was like, I see you all the time on Instagram. I see your content all the time. And I see that you're building your personal brand. He was like, obviously it's working because you're showing people how to build your personal brand, and I see you every single day, and now you've got me wanting to build my personal brand. And I just think it's fucking cool. We came out here today to come meet some cool people, and lo and behold, this guy came to me and he said, hey, I've seen you before, and I just love it. It just goes to show that what we're doing, the time that we're spending, the energy that we're putting into this, it's all paying off. All right, we made it back to the house. Lawson, say what's up.
Good.
Jason, say what's up.
What's up?
So we just saw a VSL, we shot a thank you video, and we finished reworking this dude's funnel. For a lot of our local Nashville clients like Jason, what we'll do is we'll have them come to the house, we'll actually shoot some videos for them and be a little bit more like in depth with these guys so that he can launch his program within the next, I'd say, what are we thinking? Week, 2 weeks?
Probably 2 weeks tops, yeah.
2 weeks tops. We're launching this next upcoming 2 weeks. So see you guys in a few. All right, you guys, I've got 3 days before I move to Hawaii. And I'm sitting here in my apartment in Nashville, and it's really starting to hit me that I did not document enough. I've been here for 14 months. 14 months have passed already, and I've not made enough YouTube videos. I've not brought you guys through enough of this process. And I moved into this place so that I could maximize my opportunity and create as much awesome content as possible. And now I'm looking back on it, and I should have shot more. And I want this video to be a reminder for you, okay? And also a reminder for myself. Like, I'm calling myself out right now, but I want it to be a reminder for you that you need to start documenting more of your life. Because if you are in a position where you do want to build your personal brand, you are gonna want to look back. One, you're gonna wanna look back on these moments and these opportunities, but two, you're gonna wanna be able to leverage them when you are telling your story and when you are beginning to create your own content. And like for me right now, where I sit, I went from living basically homeless in Hawaii to moving back in with my parents and then starting a new business and then taking and scaling that business and then moving into what I would call my dream apartment. I literally dreamed of living here. And then now I'm closing out this chapter and I'm moving back to Hawaii, and it's like I'm like claiming my redemption. I'm going back to Hawaii, which I've always dreamed of living there, but I'm doing it on my own terms, and I'm doing it with a new state of mind, a new version of me. Truly, I can say like I have grown so much over these last 2 years, and had I filmed everything, then you guys would be able to see the journey. You guys would be able to go back and watch the process, and I would be able to go back and look at it as well. And honestly, I'm bummed. I'm bummed that I didn't. And at least now I'm noticing it, and I'm still young and I still have so much time, but I'm serious. Like, it's so important for me moving forward to start pulling out the camera and just start documenting my life authentically. Something that has really like hit me this year and something that I've been trying to figure out and trying to overcome is like, I actually do not enjoy sitting down and creating content. When I have to actually take the time to like go create content and like plan out shots and and like go get multiple outfits for this and that, it's like, that makes it seem like a chore. It doesn't make it seem fun. But when the camera is just on me, when the camera is just around and I'm just naturally like documenting my journey, then it's like so much, for me, it creates a peace of mind. It's like I am not having to make this a task. It's not a new chore that I have to take on. It's like I actually get to document my journey and you guys can watch along and see the process. And I think what it's gonna do for me, one, is it's going to force me to live as a better version of myself. Because you guys have probably heard this, but like when you are like acting out or when people are acting out, like you'll hear it sometimes like, how would you live if the cameras were on you at all times? And I kind of want to force myself into that situation, and maybe not obviously at all times, not 24/7, but like I want to have the camera on me all the time. And I want to know that I'm being filmed, because there's times where I sit in my bed and I work from my computer in my boxers. And honestly, it's not, I could be living in a more put together way. Let's just say that, right? And I want to make sure that I am living up to my fullest potential, and I'm not hitting the gym right now like I should be. I'm not eating the foods that I want to be on a day-to-day basis. I'm not attending as many events and going out and networking as much as I would like to. And I think, honestly, I spend so much time sitting on this computer right here, and it's okay. Obviously, there's like seasons of building and whatever, but if I knew that I was always being documented, then I would want to show up more. And I know that that may sound crazy, and it's not even necessarily that I don't want to show up for myself. It's just that how embarrassing would it be if I put myself out here on the internet for all of you to watch, however many people decide to watch this. Right now, might be a few hundred, but a few years from now, there might be tens of thousands of people that come back to watch this very video. And one, I want you to see, like, I'm the skinniest version of me I've ever been right now. And earlier this year, I tore my Achilles tendon and I wasn't able to walk for months. I could not walk for months. I was in a wheelchair and then I was on crutches, and now I'm still limping everywhere. And to be honest with you, it put me in this like depressive state of mind. As like stupid as that may sound, I was literally just down on myself. I'm the type of person that likes to go cliff jumping. I like to go skydiving and ride mountain bikes, and I like to go out, and I couldn't do any of those things. I was pretty much bedridden. And honestly, I got so strapped to my business. I was like chasing this business, and I was just yearning for more life. And now here I am, I can walk again. And had I documented that journey, right, maybe I wouldn't have let it be such a weight. Maybe I wouldn't have let it hold me down. And so now I'm the skinniest version I've ever been of myself. I limp around every day, and I know for a fact that limp, that injury that I had, I know for a fact that I can overcome that. It might take some time. It might not be comfortable. It might not be easy, but I know that I am strong enough to overcome that. I'm gonna be able to jump like I used to. I'm gonna be able to ride bikes like I used to. I'm gonna be able to do all of the things that I used to do. I mean, I might have a really fat scar, and sometimes it might like be a little sore or swollen or whatever, but I wanna make sure that I am able to at least get back to where I was prior to now. And so in saying that, now this is my chance to like document this journey of building my body and mastering my mindset and growing this business. And it occurred to me this week that like I run this consulting company where I build personal brands. You guys know that, some of you may not, but I basically work with entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants and agency owners to build profitable personal brands. And I've had this like thing in my head where I feel like I always have to talk about my business and I always have to talk about personal branding, but I don't. Like fortunately, because I help build profitable personal brands, one of the major things that I get to do is talk about the things that I want to talk about because it's personal. The thing is, I sometimes get in my head and think that this whole content journey is not fun, or I don't want to do this, or this isn't what I signed up for, or whatever. And the truth is, I've always wanted to create content. I've always loved making videos and things like that. But when it feels like a chore, when it feels like something I have to do in order to make money and live, it's like, F that. It feels not fun. It feels just like a regular job. And honestly, you almost hate it a little bit more than a job because it was supposed to be the thing that you love, and now you hate it. So I'm done with that. I'm not gonna do that shit anymore. I'm literally just gonna document my life. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey. I land in Hawaii in 3 days, and I'm gonna bring you guys through it. We're gonna be in the airport. I'm gonna show you guys my new apartment. I'm super stoked for it because even though we don't have as many windows, we didn't end up with a corner unit. We got a balcony. We've still got floor to ceiling windows, and I'm gonna be 3 minutes from the ocean. So not only do I get city, I get mountains, I get ocean, and I honestly cannot wait. I think that this is gonna be one of the most transformational points in my life so far, considering I have already traveled to so many places. I moved from Nashville when I was 17 to Atlanta, and then, or when I was 18 to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Texas, and then from Texas to Utah, and then Utah to California, and then California back home, and then from there I went to Florida and all these different places, and then to Hawaii. And honestly, this point right now feels like I'm turning the page to a new chapter. And honestly, up until this point, it's just felt like I've been just living. And I know that obviously I've gone through new chapters in between, but like this right now feels like we're taking on something new. I've learned that it's not all about making money. It's really truly about learning to live more life and be happy, because the truth is, you're gonna lose all the money if you're not happy, right? You will slowly start to diminish. You can't hang on that long. At least me personally, I can't, and I refuse to. So here I am. This is my chance to call myself out. Guys, I'm so scrawny right now. I don't love it, but the truth is, I'm gonna make a change. And I have been ripped before now, and I wanna make sure that I at least get back to where I was. But honestly, I'm gonna go way beyond where I was prior to now. And I'm gonna get my diet in check, and I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to just naturally document this journey, because I'm honestly sad. I'm sad that I hadn't done more until now. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you wanna learn how to build your own personal brand, I've got a one-on-one mentorship program that I would love to go through with you and help you start documenting your journey. So I'll see you on the other side.